We're already giggling. Because we're already talking about it. This is our first episode of... Okay. But I think... Like, what? Okay. Here's what we're going to do first. We're going to let this come on, pop on. We're going to give you a couple of minutes, get you started and ready to watch. And when you do hop, comment and say hi to you. First, that's what I'm going to comments. Computer's like, okay, let me see. Where is it? It's on my phone. Not funny. Check. We're doing a sound check. Do you hear us? Yes, we can hear each other. Okay, there we go. Yay. Okay, is anybody... We have I think, did we have one viewer? Hello, Deb. All right. So, welcome everybody. Today, yay, we are... Dun, dun, dun. Do you want to hold up the movie one? I'll hold up the book. Ready? Shrek. The movie. Dun, 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 dun. Now, okay, here's the thing. I looked up William Steig. Or Steig. No clue. Because I found 2 different ways to pronounce it online. I looked them up, I tried to figure it out, but there was 2 different ways of saying his name. One person said it was Steig, William Steig. Steig. So I don't know if I'm saying it right. Which one is right? Hey, maybe one of our viewers knows. Do you know? Did you try to look it up?
No, I thought it was Steig.
Okay, I know.
That was just how it, so.
Right. And then, of course, we're going to talk about the book, too. Yay. I mean, the movie. What am I talking about? The movie. I was just talking about the book.
We're going to talk about both.
Yes. And how different they are. I mean,
so different.
The main thing about the movie is they always say, okay, yes, it's based off of the book, but that's it. It's just mainly just that.
The same characters, but that's it. That's the only common.
They expounded upon it. Mm-hmm. Very, very much so. All right, do we have any comments? Do we have any viewers? Ooh, look, we've got 5 viewers. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Beyond the Book, the 3rd season. Yay, excitement abounds. And I know we haven't done one of these in a little while, but this is always fun. And, okay, I had to pick something green. First of all, I was trying to find something that was a little bit related to St. Patrick's Day or Irish or Ireland or something like that. And I couldn't find anything. And then I was like, wait a minute. Green! Perfect, isn't it? It's just perfect.
So we know you're there. Looks like we only have one now.
Oh no! Hello! First things first. I guess we can start off with our favorite bit from either the book or the movie. What do you think? Yeah? Because you were just telling... When we first went... Talking and giggling. Yes. The movie, because, oh my goodness, the movie has tons of quotes in it. Mm-hmm. And they're hilarious. And speaking of quotes...
Yeah, lots and lots.
I couldn't even count how many. I started doing like hash marks, like, oh, I recognize that spoof. That's from, you know, mm-hmm. ... And I'm like, oh, this is ridiculous. I'm not even going to catch probably all the spoofy and the funny things that they're spoofing off of other movies and other books. And
which is what makes this movie so fun, because it's for kids, but adults love it because of that.
Yes.
Like, very
and if you rewatch it, too. Like, however many times have you watched Shrek?
Oh, many. This is one of our favorites because it's
I
fun.
know, yeah. And I rewatched it last night. Well, I was actually gonna do like a Shrek marathon. These plus little short. Has the fifth one come out? I don't think the fifth one's come out. They keep saying it's in the works. And I was so tired after the second movie. I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go to bed.
I made it to the first one. That was it. I went to bed too.
But we're really just kind of talking about the first movie, the book in the first movie. Aspects, or you know what happened later on in their lives and marriage and you know all that kind of jazz. Am I giving it away? No, not really. We all know what happens. So I should let you talk for a minute, right?
Who's your favorite character?
Who's my favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
I like Donkey just because he's so funny.
He is. He's very funny, and he's very easy to get along. I mean, you know, Shrek is constantly like pushing him away, pushing him, being mean, and he just comes right back. It's like water off the duck's back, or Donkey.
Yeah.
I love, and of course everybody knows I'm a cat person, so this came on. But the problem is, he doesn't show up until the second movie.
Yeah.
So in the first movie, it's a little hard. I mean, I like Donkey. He's quite humorous. Yeah. It'll be a hard one. And hey, any of our viewers, please let us know who's your favorite character and what is your favorite quote, either from the book or the movie, which of course probably would be the movie because there was a lot of good.
Yeah, it'd be hard to pick a favorite. There's so many funny ones, though. I really like when Donkey's running through the forest with the red flower, blue thorns. You know, and he's like, oh, this would be easier if I wasn't colorblind. Like, yeah.
That was funny. And then he goes and picks a flower, and I think it was the right one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a blue flower.
Yeah, he was running through all of them, though. But, you know.
This would be so much easier. Mm-hmm. Well, and then, of course, we were giggling about your landscape one. That's an excellent place to place that boulder. And I was like, yeah, he should have added, who's your...
Something funny.
Yes. Oh, man. Okay, so Kathy told me that we could not do Shrek unless I actually read a bit of the book. Yeah. And the problem is, she wants me to sing, because when I pulled the book the other day and I was rereading it, it's been a while actually since I've read this, and I was rereading it, and it's automatic. It's an automatic thing. I mean, you know, when Shrek and the princess meet each other, they start kind of singing and things like that.
That's my favorite part of the book. Meet each other.
I know. And that's another thing I wanted to kind of bring out in this as well, is the fact that, you know, they talk about Shrek, the movie, being kind of a musical or something, but there's actually not that much singing in it. A lot of really good tunes, and songs, and things like that.
The soundtrack is good, really good. Yeah. It's fun.
And for some reason, I recalled it being a little bit more musical, but when I was watching it, oh, wait a minute, they actually don't dance about and burst into song that much. Not as much, but, so anyway, okay. I'll try to tone it down a little bit, because, you know, some people are like, oh my gosh, turn that person off. Okay, you ready? Okay, so, I'm blocking Crystal.
And Shrek in the movie is a lot cuter than Shrek in the book.
Yeah, look at, see, he's very warty and
yeah.
dotty. He's dotty. And that nose. Oh, and the ears. Tiger was actually going to bring her Shrek ears. Crying. I was like, no. It would have been fun, though, if you'd had Shrek ears. That would have been so much fun. Okay, so anyway, so Shrek, he storms the castle to the boat and such, and then he meets his princess for the first time, and they don't really say. Here it goes. Said Shrek, your horny warts, your rosy winds, like slimy bogs and fusty fins. Me. Said the princess, terrible. I know. I'm sorry. Blame Kathy.
Yes. We want to hear.
There's no comments yet. Nobody's commented. Come on, folks. Tell me to stop, please. No. Said Shrek, "Oh, ghastly you, with lips of blue, your ruddy eyes, and carmine styles they enchant. I could go on. I know you know the reason why I'm ugly." Opera or something? Said the princess, "Your nose is... Oh, let us not tarry. Your look is so scary. I think we should marry." Okay, well, anyway, that's enough. Right? Did you guys get enough of that?
I like the way they talk about you, like how he says apple strudel and she says cockadoodle. Like they're
Yes.
just perfect for each other. They're so
Very
funny.
rhymey, too,
Yeah.
by the way. Comments? Come on, folks. Come on, let us know you're watching and that, or you don't like it. Like my tune was probably way off, and
It's a book. It's fun.
That's right, and that's what this is too. This is good. Every episode is fun.
So, what's your favorite quote?
You put me on.
You don't.
I don't remember. I wrote it down, right? You took notes? Well,
She didn't take notes, and now she's on the spot and doesn't know.
You know those little mini notepad or posty things? Well, I was like, oh, I need to find what my favorite quote is and write it down. And then I was like, oh no, I'll remember.
But there's so many, it's hard to remember them.
It is very hard to remember. I think one of my favorite, oh gosh, it's not really my favorite. They're all my favorites. Bits was when they meet Robin Hood in the movie. He's saving the princess, rescuing the princess from the ogre, and she's like, no, you're not. And Shrek is just like, what's going on here? Because she just ends up and goes, "Why-yaw!" To Robin Hood and his merry men, but she does it Matrix style.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else noticed that and caught that little spoofy bit there about the Matrix, and that was just hilarious. Yeah, I think that was pretty funny too. And then, of course, she stops midair and she's like, oh, brushes her bangs out of her face, you know. That one was. Go ahead. What's yours?
I think, didn't we say this already? The blue flowers, red thorns?
That's right.
We did.
Well, and the interesting thing about all the spoofies and the quotes and everything, there is, it's an animated film, and it's kind of geared for children, right? But there's a lot of an adult humor. There's actually a lot of for adults, really, to get it and to enjoy it. So, I mean, whether or not they were trying to do that so that the parents watching with their kids, they're like not going, oh.
I think so, and I feel like this is one of the first ones that kind of set that tone to start, for the movies to start doing that.
Yeah.
The parents be entertained at the same time as the kids.
Yeah, because this came out in what, the 90s? They took 4 years to make the first. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. The first guy who was supposed to have played Shrek, well, he had an untimely death. He passed away. And then when they got Mike Myers, but before Nicolas Cage.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's.
I know. Who could think of Nicolas Cage as Shrek, as an ogre? I don't know. It would be very difficult. Article about it, and it was very, very interesting. He said something he didn't want to affect his children. If he, it would change his kids' viewpoint of them or something. I don't know. I'm not sure.
watched it, they would.
Well, still shows we're live, but I'm sorry, hang on, folks. So, if we're not live, I do apologize.
I'm showing we're live on mine, but we're on a lag delay, so.
Yeah, we are on a lag delay. We're still here. It shows it. I think we're good. But still no comment. Comment. Say hi. Tell us what your favorite quote is and what your maybe least favorite bit of the movie was. And also tell me if I was off key. Because I know I was. Hello.
Oh, I like whenever Shrek describes his stuff to Donkey, you know, his feelings. Ogres are like layers.
Oh,
and Donkey
God.
says, yeah, because they stink and they're...
Yes.
He's like, no,
Ogres
because they have many layers.
Ogres are like onions. Oh, why? Because they stink?
Yeah,
No, because of the layers. And then Donkey's all like, well, cake has layers. Are you like cake? And Shrek's like, no, ogres are not like cake.
Yeah, because what? They make people cry and they stink.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
What Donkey...
Several things he mentioned.
And then Donkey ends up telling him later on that he's so... What does he say? Something about being wrapped up in his layers that he can't see his own feelings or feel his own feelings or whatever.
That was
wrapped
funny,
up in his
yes.
onion layers.
Yeah.
He can't feel his own feelings.
Oh, but yes, and that was a very, very interesting tidbit that I thought. I think it added more humor to the fact that Shrek is a humorous movie. Is that Nicolas Cage was like actually offered it to him. I was like, what? It's kind of difficult now because we're just so used to Mike Myers as Shrek. And the funny bit, he was actually gonna make Shrek Canadian. Mike Myers started out. In fact, he did like over half of his voiceovers, and then all of a sudden he goes, "No, you know what? I don't think so. I don't think he's Canadian. He doesn't look like a Canadian ogre."
So, what's your favorite character from the fairy tales and stuff that is in the movie?
I think the wolf from Little Red Riding Hood, because pigs are like, oh, the bed's already taken, or was it the three blind mice that said that? I don't know. And Shrek's like, what? And he goes in there and he opens the door, and there he is in the bed, and the wolf goes, what?
Yeah.
That was just, hilarious.
I like the gingerbread man just because he's so funny. Like the statements that he says, like, do you know the Muffin Man? Asking Lord Farquhar was asking him, where is he? Yeah.
Who's on Drury Lane?
Yeah. And then later on, he's got his leg pieced back together.
Oh, with I know, the poor guy. I felt so bad for him.
Crutch.
Which, of course, in the second movie, when they made the giant gingerbread, what was his name? Gingy? I think they just called him Gingy. I'm not sure. But anyway, and he fell. I was like, oh my goodness. Somebody's got to get him out of there before he starts. And soggy, yeah. And he's just going to fall apart. But they never did. And I'm like, oh. Now, that is to say, perhaps in Shrek the Third, they did get him out. I'm just not remembering. Because here's the problem. Like I mentioned earlier.
She did not survive.
I was so tired last night. I was like, okay, I'm going to have a Shrek marathon. I'm going to watch 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then maybe even try for the shorts. But yeah, no. I got to the second one and I'm like...
That's how it's been in the first one, but just because I'm stayed up too late.
Uh-oh.
To start watching it.
Oh, no. Yes, in fact, I was texting you, right?
Yeah,
I was watching Shrek 2 already, and she's like, oh, I'm still in 1. And I was like, oh, okay, I won't give it away.
I mean, I've seen them before. I just wanted to touch up. So, I've seen them many times because my kids loved them, and I liked it as a parent because it was fun to watch with the kids. It wasn't just something that was for the kids. It was geared towards...
One thing I did like about Donkey in the book is he's kind of got the same attitude as in the movie. Did you notice that? He's just
not near of a prominent character.
Yeah, he's just not. Because
so in the book,
when he first meets the donkey, in the book, Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that in the book it's different because Shrek actually meets a witch and she sends him on this journey to find his wife, and he's gonna meet Donkey, and the donkey's gonna help him get past the dragon and all that. Completely going after the princess because fairy tale land to his he wants everyone out of a swamp. He's kicking them all out, sending them, so Donkey Fiona to get everybody out of the swamp. So that's the difference between the the journey and in general.
Yeah.
Like in the book, he's looking for love. In the movie, he's just getting everyone out.
Yep. And then of course, meets the donkey in the book. The donkey's all like lazy and just kind of, yeah, hey, I'm just a donkey grazing in this green field. And Shrek's like, wait a minute here. Aren't you supposed to take me somewhere? Like the like you said, the witch is like, and the donkey goes, well, yeah, duh, I was just telling you what I was doing.
Like, I'm just waiting on you. Hurry up.
I thought that was so funny. So the donkey does have a bit of attitude in the book as well. But it's a little slightly different because in the movie, his attitude in there is just so happy and good, happy-go-lucky,
and he did not fall in love.
Well, there is no dragon in the book.
There's no dragon.
Oh, yeah, there is. The dragon
moves aside because Donkey tells him to.
That's right. He meets the dragon in the woods, not near the princess. The night was princess, and he hadn't even met the donkey yet when he met the dragon in the woods. That's true, yeah. What did you think of that, by the way, the donkey and the dragon falling in love?
I thought it was really cute.
I know.
She just loved him. Yeah.
And she blows a little smoke.
Yeah, smoke rings. He starts coughing. I don't think this is gonna work. I have allergies, and you're gonna go and smoke around me all the time. Like,
I know. If you listen, if you zone out Shrek and him going up the stairs and trying to find the princess and everything, you can hear Donkey in the background just jabbering away to her.
The things to her, trying to talk her down, and she is not having it. She loves him.
Yep. Oh, love at first sight. Yep. You could almost say that not only did the rescue the princess dragon too.
Dragon. The movie is the end of the movie when they do the video and they're dancing.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. It's cute.
Oh my. At the end. And this is another thing from that article I was reading about, like with Nicolas Cage and stuff. They claimed, okay, and I'm not, who knows, but they claimed that the special effects team actually took mud showers so that they could actually see what it looked like when you get washed. For that opening scene when Shrek is taking a shower in the mud and he's brushing his teeth and everything. Oh my goodness, I was like, okay, really?
Yeah, I wouldn't
Oh man, I don't know. Now, maybe they were like their bathing suits or something. Let's hope, right?
Surely.
Okay, so we've got to wrap this up pretty quick here now. And we are still waiting on folks to comment, tell us what your favorite bits were, or anything like that.
Who's your favorite character?
Oh, I know.
What's your favorite quote? Those are good ones.
Yes.
Even if you catch this after, make sure you comment. Tell us what your favorite character quotes are. We'll read them later.
Yes. Oh, and I guess, we're kind of first movie, but which one's your favorite movie out of all of them? And I've heard they keep saying that there's a fifth one in the works. Do you know what that one's coming out or what it's called?
I haven't heard anything about it.
I haven't either.
I think the first is definitely my favorite, just because.
Really? It's the first?
Yeah, it's the first. Yeah.
I have to say the second one because I just love the introduction of Puss in Boots.
Yeah,
I know. That was just like the kitty cat is just so cute. And then of course, in his eyes, big, sweet, cute little eyes, and he starts purring. And he's like, "Fear me if you dare." Ha ha. I had a friend once, years and years ago. She came with, it was in college. She came to class, had her shirt. She had a t-shirt. And I was like, I really want that t-shirt. It's Puss in Boots, kitty cat, and he's like sitting there holding his hat with his big eyes, and then it says, "Fear me if you dare," underneath. I was like, oh my gosh, that is the cutest t-shirt. Where she got that t-shirt from, but anyway, it was so cute. Anyway, so anything else that you'd like to include?
Maybe that the moral of the story is that sometimes things are just bigger than they appear. Like you just, those layers, take those layers off. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
We love those
story,
layers.
but it's,
Everybody has layers, though, not just ogres. And on that gorgeous little note of tasty onions that are what did Donkey say?
They stink and they make you cry.
And they make you cry. First episode of season. Okay. Thanks for all for watching and. Nope. I know. I think we need to come this way. I need to go this way.
Bye, guys.